Hello and welcome to the Superhero Hub. I'm Sam,
I'm Matt.
and today we're reviewing
Star Trek Discovery.
episode 2, a kind of part 2 to the kind of season premiere, as it were. This episode being called Battle of the Binary Stars, because obviously they're a binary star system, two suns. So it kind of, I guess it was weird. You know, I only watched it a couple minutes ago, but like... Right, so basically all the Klingon ships warp in, and then they conference call, and then there's this one guy that mugs off the main commander, and it's just like, I'm not having it, and then everyone else is like, yeah, okay, we'll listen. So it's like, okay, then cool. And they're like, yeah, we'll just make everything like, we're Klingons. I don't really get their point. It's like they're going on like, if they join the Federation, they're gonna be forced to like mix blood and stuff like that, like remain Klingon and stuff like that. Like if the Federation has their way, they'd be like, it would be Klingon and Earth and humans like having babies and stuff like that. That was it. That was the thing I was getting it from.
Yeah. Obviously they're drawing on racial tensions that are going on now. The point is,
there ain't no racial tensions going on now.
Yeah, of course not.
Not.
We know that eventually in the next gen era the Klingons do join the Federation. So the point is they don't want to join and I guess be impure. Yeah, you know, because Michael, although she is a human, she's kind of an example of what they're talking about because she went to live with the Vulcans, right? So that's something they don't want.
Yeah, but like, I was sitting there and I was thinking, alright, join the Federation, and if you don't want to like get with a human, you don't have to do it.
Yeah, but they are a race of quote unquote warriors. Whereas Federation is about peace, so all they think really is about war and fighting, and think if we join up with the Federation and the Vulcans who are all about peace and exploration, then we'll lose who we are.
Okay, so yeah, they all zoom in, and then you get Michael gets sent to the brig, or the prison, so she's kind of locked in there, and then war kicks off, I guess. I wasn't too hot on the little laser blasting, but there was a kind of cool scene where it blasted like this energy thing and it kind of looked like a snake and it hit. I thought that was cool, but everything else was kind of batty. So yeah, you get a couple flashbacks to Vulcan, I guess, when Michael was younger, and one of the institutions gets bombed and she's like injured. I guess that's what another thing. I don't know whether it was the Klingons who did that.
No, they might have said, but I didn't really pick up on it. I assume it would be. I don't know who the Federation would be at war with. And she seems to hate the Klingons, doesn't she? So
yeah, that's because they killed her parents. That's why she went to Vulcan in the first place. So yeah, and then you've got obviously Spock's dad, buddy. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna throw this out there. I was thinking, are they teeing her up to be Spock's mother?
No. Spock. We know who Spock's mother is. It's not her. She's Spock's like adopted sister that we never knew about for some reason.
Yeah. So I mean. So I like you've got the ship kind of gets damaged, and then the medical guy, the guy who's on the bridge, goes to medical, and he ends up going.
Was he like? I was a bit confused. Was he like disorientated or something?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
And then the ship gets hit again, and he gets sucked out. And then I did like the whole, because they always talk about the shields. They're like, oh, shields at 25% or whatever. But I've never actually seen like the shields like ever. I just heard them talk about. So it's kind of cool. Like the ship was torn apart, but there was like the little shielded bits like in it. I thought that was sick. That looked proper cool. So then you've got really her bit is like she has a kind of mind meld, which Spock's dad put in her after the first kind of bombing on Vulcan.
Yeah, the capture thing. That was something that he does with Picard. A pretty famous episode towards the end of his life. He dies as well. I guess it's meant to say they're linked permanently. I think that's how he comes back later, right? Their minds are linked together.
Yeah. So yeah, they kind of had that, and then like Michael's trying to find a way to override the protocols because she's been like dashed into prison. She does this cool thing where she kind of they open a little gap, she flies through, and the doors open.
It's cool how she used like Vulcan logic to trick her way out. I suppose she didn't even really trick her way to explain her way out, I guess. Although that would be kind of dangerous, though. Like if you got someone who was genuinely evil and can do the same thing.
Like Mirror Spock.
I suppose. Yeah, I suppose there aren't that many. Oh yeah, there is a Mirror Spock.
So I do know some things. So yeah, and then I guess they're like getting battered on the battlefield, and like that they lose power and they end up drifting, and then the USS Europa turns up, and then they get tractor beamed. But then like the Klingon guys like got another ship invisible that runs through it, and then they kind of self-destruct and blow that up. So there's no Admiral now.
No, but I mean, I'm sure there's plenty more.
Yeah, so then they're kind of, I guess the Klingons are kind of won, they've decimated a lot of stuff, and then it's like, okay, we'll kind of, while they're collecting their dead, they come up with a plan to like destroy the Klingon ship by like putting something on that's like, the captain's doing a suicide mission, and then Michael's like, nah, allow it, I'll do it, and then it turns out, oh, that's okay, we'll just energize a thing onto one of the dead Klingons and blow it up.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of lame when they beamed over, there was only two of them.
Yeah. What, when they actually beam? Yeah, after the ship gets blown up, they kind of beam onto there, and then the captain ends up getting killed, obviously. And then the main Klingon guy ends up getting killed, which kind of, as Michael said, will martyr him, and then the Klingons are going to be full hot on the Federation. And then I guess the kind of white Klingon becomes the commander now. And then, yeah, the end of it, Michael gets court-martialed and then sentenced to life imprisonment.
Life imprisonment, that's interesting. I wondered if, like, the sentence was harsh, but I mean, technically, was she right?
It's one of them things where you have to be there.
Yeah, I suppose.
You know what I mean. So yeah, did you get the little bit where it's like this season on Star Trek Discovery? That looked pretty cool, I guess. Yeah, she's getting sent to prison, and then I guess Jason Isaacs is like, yo, holler with me.
It's weird to be 2 episodes into a Star Trek show and we still haven't got to the actual captain.
Yeah, well, I guess I have to kind of... I think it kind of there to focus on her, and then it's going to focus on everyone else, because it can't just be like a one-person show. It has to like kind of... We get her in, we know about her, and let's focus on like the other 6 main characters, I guess.
But judging from what we saw, and obviously it's only brief clips, judging from what we saw of that to come in the season thing, it does seem like Jason Isaacs will be more Picard than Kirk, in the sense he doesn't look like he's going to be the one going out and doing the missions. Maybe like the captain dying in this episode shows why. I wonder what her position will be, though. Because she's been stripped of her rank. I
think she'll just be like a gun for hire mercenary and stuff like that. It's like, yo, go and do that, so none of us proper people will get like killed, you know what I mean? So one of them ones, like a Suicide Squad kind of thing, but just her. I mean, from what I saw, Jason Isaacs looks like he'll be pretty good. Let's talk numbers.
I'll give it an 8.
Yeah, I'll give it the same as I gave the last episode. I'll give it an 8.5. It was solid, no complaints. I'm excited to get the ball rolling.
Me too. All right.
I'm Sam,
I'm Matt.
and we'll see you next week for more Star Trek Discovery.